Welcome back, guys, on my YouTube channel. Today I'm here to review a product. We have here a CarPlay display mounted on the bike. If you saw my previous videos of the KTM 390, you know I love this bike. I use it almost as a daily drive to go around the city to do all I need to do, and sometimes I even use it off-road. In that past video, I had purchased a CarPlay display, but I was really unhappy, and probably you saw it. It was completely shit. For this reason, I went out and looked for which CarPlay displays were available. This was the one I was really unhappy of, especially here on the KTM 390, because you don't have a lot of room, and this was a bit too big. Whereas this is by One Car Stereo. There are many different manufacturers, and I was interested in showcasing one of these products because they're becoming more and more popular, because they're clearly more accessible than a standard GPS. But also I saw many manufacturers, like for example I saw Midland, I think, and other European manufacturers just getting these and rebranding them with their brand, but probably also with a different user interface. And today I'm going to speak also about the user interface on this device. But before getting into details about the features, the mounting and so on, I'll share with you the unboxing so that you can see what comes in the box.
Now I'll do a quick unboxing to show you what's in the box with the One Car Stereo portable motorbike display. This particular product has some very cool features, because we'll be able also to monitor the tire pressure. So I'll put this on the KTM 390 Adventure, because sometimes I get the tire a bit flat, and in this way I'll be able to monitor everything. And now let's open the box. We have here the display, really nice. It's compact like a smartphone. So if we compare the dimension to an iPhone, basically it's the same size, but the very nice thing is that this having CarPlay and Android Auto, we won't have to worry about the battery of our phone. Here on the side you can see all the features of the product. It has AI voice monitoring, tire pressure, motorcycle navigation through Android Auto or CarPlay, 6-glass lens, a Sony chip, mobile internet, and real-time positioning. Once we take out the device, you have already installed a RAM mount. So this, if you already have RAM mounts on your bike, will make it easy and quick to position. Then we have here the power cable that we will connect to the power. If you want, you can even remove these in case you have a specific bracket. Very nice carbon style texture here. The product seems nice and solid, and I think this is ideal for the KTM 390 Adventure and also the 790, 890, because you don't have a lot of space near the windshield unless you put a nav tower. So this is nice and compact, and I believe can be the perfect dimension, at least for my use on the 390. Inside here, the box, we have the power cable. It already has these sort of connectors, so we can directly plug them in the battery. Here is the connector we'll plug into the device. These M8 connectors, other than being waterproof, they're really nice because they make installation and removal very quick. You just plug them in, tighten, and you're set to go. This means that even if we need to take down the device for any reason, we'll do it very quickly and easily. Inside the box then we have a remote. This remote will let us command, like here we can skip songs, use the camera. I'll see then and I'll test the various features. Here on the side you have two LEDs that will probably provide you indication on the switch. Then we have also a RAM mount, always for your handlebar, so that you can directly mount immediately this device, unless you don't have other mounts on your bike. It comes with different rubbers, so it can fit different handlebar dimensions. You have then here the Allen key in order to tighten it and bolt it on. We have a set of zip ties for the cable so we can place them nicely and make everything look neat. Here are the tire pressure sensors. These will communicate via Wi-Fi with the device and give you the exact pressure of your tires. Very, very useful. I didn't see this kind of devices have this feature, so I'm looking forward to install it. it. Last but not least, here we have a Torx tool, and this is for the RAM mount. So you'll put the handlebar mount here and then the device here, but I'll show it to you later on my KTM 390 adventure.
Well, the installation was pretty easy because everything is plug and play. The device has already the RAM ball on the back, and in this case, I used the same nice CNC mount that I had previously. Disaster. You'll see in the onboard video, it wobbles everywhere. This nice CNC clamp is really bad. It's badly engineered. I hate it, but at the moment I have this. I'll probably look for other alternative or leave down in the comments if you have any advice on sturdier mounts and better designed mounts. For now, we have it on here, so it was pretty quick because you have the RAM arm that you tighten, and this you tighten with the bolt with the Torx so that then it won't move, but especially so people won't steal it, because if we just have the hand adjuster, it's easy to remove it and steal it. In this way, it won't be that easy to steal. We have the wires that I made them run through here, the back headlight, then under the Rebel X side panels. We went then with a power cable under the battery, and I'll show you how to connect the power cable to the battery. Quickly showing you the wiring harness that is supplied with the one car stereo CarPlay. You see you have these 3 wires. They're a bit thin, but they're nice because they have this sort of open clip so that you just need to loosen the bolt without removing it from the battery and insert it. On one you have the plus, on the other you have the ground, and then you have written ACC, because for example if you have a KTM 690 or other bikes that have the ACC plug in the front, you can wire that to it so that the power will start only when the bike is on. In this case, I'll have to wire it directly to the battery, which means it will always be on. I will do a modification in the future. I will cut the wire and run a wire probably somewhere here so that I can put an on-off switch so that I can turn it on and off whenever I want. Good thing is that now it's getting direct power from the battery, which means if I'm here like and leave it here, it will drain my battery. But thanks to the M8 quick release connector that you saw in the unboxing, I'm able to unplug it until I will then put myself a switch. I put also the handlebar switch on. Something interesting is that this switch works for different devices by one car stereo, because you have, for example, here the camera. So if you have a dash camera that can be connected to some of their devices, you can take a snapshot or activate the camera from here. You can skip songs if you're listening to Spotify or any other music app. And then the thing I appreciated is that I can navigate the menus directly from the handlebar switch, so I can go in this main home screen where I'll have the very useful data on the pressure of the tires. That's super easy to pair. You just put the supplied Bluetooth nuts on the valve and then you pair it here with the device, and here you can always keep monitored the tire pressure of the front and rear wheel. For example, here now I see that I'm a bit low on pressure on the front. Then we can go into the settings, we see our connections, and if we want to go with Android Auto or CarPlay if you have an iPhone device, without the need of pressing, even though this is a touch screen, so I can also press here and go to the various screens. I can do it here from the switch panel, which makes it very, very handy, especially when we are riding. From this view, you can see how bad on the previous device I got, the screen resolution, the brightness of the screen, now it even turned off, and I had so many problems. It was just a disaster, even the user interface. This has a much cleaner user interface, and it has better resolution, better brightness, even though, as you saw outside, for me, from my point of view, sitting on the bike, I could read it and it was visible, but with the camera, you can see there was quite a bit of reflection. So my advice in this case is to put a matte screen protector so that you don't get the reflection of the sun, because I went out and tested it at 1 p.m. to be sure I had the brightest sunlight. The video on board shows you that you can see reflection, but it's the same reflection that you see on the OEM dashboard. And now I'll show you that more or less you can compare them and they have more or less the same brightness. Here you can see the two screens and more or less the brightness is the same. Now in the screen everything is dark, so you see more difference, but if I go in the CarPlay, you can already see the screen pretty well. A quick look at the features here. We have the tire pressure sensor front and rear, but we also have a high temperature alarm that we can set, a high voltage alarm and a low voltage alarm, and you can clearly change the metrics to Celsius and Fahrenheit and from bars to PSI. You have then here the settings where you can change the theme, the language, the brightness level, the Bluetooth when you need to pair it to your phone or any other device. But now we'll go into CarPlay because I have an iPhone. Here in the CarPlay you have different screens. You can either have here the screen with the Google Maps and whatever you're playing if you want to connect it to your interphone and if you want to give it voice commands. Here the apps we can have the phone, the messages. Here you can't actually read the messages, but it's nice that even when you're on Google Maps you receive and show below here the notifications. You have your Google Maps, but also if you're riding off-road you can have apps like Osmand and other apps that can showcase GPX files. In this case I don't have the Osmand Pro, so you'll need to upgrade to Osmand Pro in order to use it with CarPlay. But this can be a really good solution for anyone that wants something compact and doesn't want to be scared of damaging, you know, a 1,000 euro phone. You can keep it in your pocket and have your GPX track showed here. Google Maps is super useful, so this device I will actually keep on this bike. In my opinion, this device being so compact is ideal on bikes like the 390 where you don't have a lot of space, but it can also be the inexpensive compact solution for your KTM 690, your Husqvarna 701. As if you're running the standard OEM Enduro headlight, you can place this on the handlebar, being sure you can follow GPX tracks without worrying too much in case of crash of the product damaging itself, comparing it to bigger devices. Furthermore, if you have the Rebel X ultralight kit, this can be fitted, removing the ball, you can fit it directly on the tower. Even though on the ultralight tower, I would go with a bigger device and have more screen in order to have the map even bigger. Last but not least, this you can use it also in your car, being relatively lightweight compared to bigger solutions. Even if you're running the standard Tenere 700 and you want to clamp something on the little bar, a tablet will be too heavy and everything will vibrate, whereas this can be a good solution. Clearly, when we wash the bike with the pressure washer, you'll have to remove this because it's splash proof, dust proof, but if you go with a pressure washer, I wouldn't trust water not getting into it if I go with a pressure washer here. For now, I've decided that this device will stay on the bike, despite the other device that's really crap and I wouldn't even give it to a friend and it'll just stay probably in the drawer. Something I spoke about in the Benda motorcycle videos, a Chinese manufacturer. The situation is changing on certain products, so I'm seeing an improvement by Chinese manufacturers related to the price-quality ratio, and I think this is a discrete product if you're looking for a CarPlay solution. In my opinion, you need to be really careful when buying a Chinese product because you saw the previous CarPlay model I had was a disaster. The nice CNC mount is totally crap. This is something I feel I can recommend even though I have used it only for a few days, so I don't know on the long run the reliability. And a small downside of this product, it comes with no instructions. It's pretty straightforward, but I understand not everyone is used to working on bikes every day, so you might need to figure it out. But the installation for me was super smooth. I didn't have to crimp anything, and especially I didn't have to become crazy in connecting the tire pressure sensors and my device. For now, it's always kept the Bluetooth, so the moment I go ride, it immediately pairs to my phone, and this is fundamental because it's so frustrating when you have devices that keep losing and you have to repair them and so on. Obviously, if you're going on an enduro ride for the whole day, keep in mind this drains quite a bit the battery of your phone. At least that is what I experienced with the iPhone. So you might want to have either a power bank or have a USB outlet in order to be able to charge your phone. Build quality is quite good, and for example, having the RAM arm CNC machine, that is a plus, because usually you get CNC machined parts only on premium products. But let me know down below what you think about this product. I'll leave a link to where you can find more information. Let me know what CarPlay device you have either tried or you're currently running on your bike, because I plan on testing different solutions, and I'll have another solution coming next week designed for a BMW plug and play mount. Thanks guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram for live content. For example, today I shot a 360 video while I was shooting the video of this product, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!